and swifter brain than theirs, with suave and bitter envy. Evil's 400 chattered, discussed, debated, sent out 1,000 invisible tentacles to clutch at a shadow, to turn this shadow and its distorted genius to their own ends. The tentacles recoiled, baffled. The bat worked alone. Not even Evil's 400 could bend him into a willing instrument to execute another's plan. The men higher up waited. They had dealt with lone wolves before and broken them. Some day the bat would slip and falter, then they would have him. But the weeks passed into months, and still the bat flew free, solitary, untamed, and deadly. At last even his own kind turned upon him. The underworld is like the upper in its fear and distrust of genius that flies alone. But when they turned against him, they turned against a spook, a shadow. A cold and bodiless laughter from a pit of darkness answered and mocked at their bungling gestures of hate, and went on, flouting law and lawlessness alike. Where official trailer and private sleuth had failed, the newspapers might succeed, or so thought the disillusioned young men of the Fourth Estate. The tireless foxes, nose down on the trail of news. The trackers, who never gave up until the news was run to earth. Star reporter, leg man, cub, veteran gray in their trade, one and all they tried to pin the bat like a caught butterfly to the front page of their respective journals. Soon or late, each gave up beaten. He was news, bigger news each week. 1,000 ticking typewriters clicked his adventures. The brief staccato recital of his career in the morgues of the great dailies grew longer and more incredible each day. But the big news, the scoop of the century, the yearned-for headline, "Bat nabbed red-handed," "Bat slain in gun duel with the police," still eluded the ravenous maws of the linotypes. And meanwhile, the red-scored list of his felonies lengthened, and the rewards offered from various sources for any clue which might lead to his apprehension mounted and mounted till they totaled a small fortune. Columnists took him up, played with the name and the terror, used the name and the terror as a starting point from which to exhibit their own particular opinions on everything and anything. Ministers mentioned him in sermons. Cranks wrote fanatic letters denouncing him as one of the even-headed beasts of the apocalypse and a forerunner of the end of the world. A popular review put on a special bat number wherein 18 beautiful chorus girls appeared masked and black-winged in costumes of Brazilian bat fur. There were bat club sandwiches, bat cigarettes, and a new shade of hosiery called simply and succinctly bat. He became a fad, a catchword, a national figure. And yet he was walking death, cold, remorseless. But death itself had become a toy of publicity in these days of limelight and jazz. A city editor, at lunch with a colleague, pulled at his cigarette and talked. "See that Sunday story we had on the bat?" he asked. "Pretty tidy, huh? And yet we didn't have to play it up. It's an amazing list. The Marshall jewels, the Allison murder, the mail truck thing, 200,000 he got out of that, all negotiable, and 2 men dead. I wonder how many people he's really killed. We made it 6 murders and nearly $1 million in loot. Didn't even have room for the small stuff, but there must be more." His companion whistled. "And when is the universe's first newspaper going to burst forth with 'Bat captured by Blade reporter'?" he queried sardonically. "Oh, lay off it, will you?" said the city editor peevishly. "The old man's been hopping around about it for 2 months till everyone's plumb cuckoo. Even offered a bonus, a big one, and that shows how crazy he is. He doesn't love a nickel any better than his right eye. For any sort of exclusive story. Bonus! Huh!" And he crushed out his cigarette. "It won't be a Blade reporter that gets that bonus, or any reporter. It'll be Sherlock Holmes from the spirit world." "Well, can't you dig up a Sherlock?" The editor spread out his hands. "Now look here," he said. "We've got the best staff of any paper in the country, if I do say it. We've got boys that could get a personal signed story from Delilah on how she barbered Samson, and find out who struck Billy Patterson and who was the man in the iron mask. But the bat's something else again. Oh, of course, we've panned the police for not getting him. That's always the game. But personally, I won't pan them. They've done their damnedest. They're up against something new."